So Tyler and I are walking through our first house. We're getting ready to sell it next month, and I want to take you a tour on how it looks because it looks fabulous. This is not how it looked when we bought it, and this is not how it looked when we sold it. But look, we raised the ceiling here. We got a nice front porch, nice big yard here. We're in Knoxville. There's Jerica. You walk in, and this is a nice hallway now. It used to walk into the living room. There's a bedroom here on the left. Looks fabulous. I'm going to tell you a story about this bedroom. Here we go. This used to be the living room. Say hi. And then this was the dining room, and then the kitchen was still over here, but the walls were all different. It looks absolutely fabulous. I love it. The ceilings have been raised. We got new windows in here. It looks absolutely fabulous. And there used to be a door there that went down to the basement, and there was a wall there. You couldn't see straight out the front door there, but I'm glad you can do that now. This was a bedroom with a big closet that had the washer and dryer in it. But now we've got a bathroom over here, which goes into that bedroom. Brilliant idea. Absolutely fantastic. Got the tub in here. And then out here, we got a nice garage. Again, this is a house that we've sold. Sold it on lease option or owner financing, creative financing, terms. That's what it's called. Sold this house on terms 2 years ago to this man, and he's been fixing it up, and it looks awesome. So this one's gone, but this is what it looks like with some work being done. It looks awesome. I'm going to tell you, the last time Tyler and I were in this house, it did not look this good. And what we'd done is I'd rented it to somebody on terms, lease option, and they had re-rented it out to somebody else. Well, the people that were renting it and living here in this bedroom, they were paying the guy that I'd rented it to, but he wasn't paying me. So that means the last time that Tyler and I were here, we were much younger and much spunkier, but we showed up at 8 o'clock in the morning and knocked on the front door, different front door. That's a much nicer front door than the one was here. But we knocked on the front door and woke the people up that were living here because they were paying the guy that I'd rented it to, but he wasn't paying me, and called the cops because I said that they were trespassing. Well, when the cops got here and the guy that I was renting it to got here and the people that were living here woke up and put their clothes on, and we were all out here on this front porch having a nice impromptu meeting, the cops informed me that I was trespassing because they actually had a lease to be here, and even though I owned the property, I did not have the right to bother them. So I ended up calling the cops on myself at this house because I was mad I wasn't getting paid, but they said that they were paying the guy that I was renting to, and he wasn't answering the phone for me. It was a whole big ordeal, and that's what we do as landlords, and that's kind of how business works sometimes. It's not all gorgeous and pretty like this. Sometimes it's a disaster, and that was a disaster, and that was the last time that Tyler and I were in this house together. We bought this house in 2013, I think June of 2013, so we've had exactly 13 years. Bought it at auction. I was going through auction apprenticeship at the time to get my auctioneer's license, and so I was helping the auctioneer sell it, and Mom and Dad were standing out there in the road, and I was standing like right here trying to get somebody else to bid, but I knew that my mom had my high bid and that I wanted to buy it. I used my entire life savings to buy this house in, I think, June of 2013. And was it 2012 or 2013? It was hot, I know that, and I think we closed on it, but I spent my entire life savings to buy this house 12 or 13 years ago, and now we're going to be selling it in June of 26, and I'm excited. Learned a lot in this house. The first people that I rented it to, I rented it on Tyler's birthday, November 1st of whatever year that was, 2012 or 2013, and it was a good thing too because we were out of money. This was the house I said we were going to be real estate investors and we're going to do these deals and it's going to be fantastic and fabulous, and I've heard great things. And it took my entire life savings to buy this house and fix it and then get it rented. And those people stayed for about 6 months, and I learned a lot about being a landlord in those 6 months. I learned a lot in this house, and it looks fabulous, it looks fantastic, and I'm glad to see it go to a new owner next month. So, I think that's all I got here from Knoxville and mine and Tyler's first rental house. We used his life savings to buy the next house and flip it. But that's a different story, and we'll walk through that one at a different time. So anyway, see y'all later.